Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Nice Guy, and welcome to my world record, or, that might be in the title or thumbnail somewhere, but I don't know if it's a world record. It's just my video of my challenge where I attempted to sprint all the way across the entire map of Hyrule in Tears of the Kingdom from one side to the other. So, basically what this means is I have to keep sprinting, and I can't stop sprinting, or I lose the challenge, and I have to try and reach the other side of the map. So, what I had to do, if you didn't watch the full video, go check that out. There will be a link to that in the description, or I might pin a comment with a link somewhere. There should be a link to the full video where I go into all the details. If you guys want to see all the details with this challenge, this is just my, best attempt right here that I'm showing off, where I actually, spoiler alert, did make it all the way. This actually didn't even make it into the final cut of that video on my main channel where I sprinted across the map, because I recorded this after. This was like a thing I did afterwards, after my initial recording session where I did this challenge. I was like, you know what, let me try this again and see if I can get a better run, because I know some people might be mad that I didn't go to I didn't make it all the way. I kind of cheated slightly a little bit. I'll talk more about that later, I guess, if you didn't watch the full video. I cheated slightly a little bit, so I'm like, you know what, let me just go for a good run here. And I made some more stamina food, and this is my best attempt that you guys are seeing right here. This was not even shown in my full video, except I talked about it a little bit in the full video at the end of that video. Are you following along? I know this is kind of confusing, but I decided to, sit down here and talk. Because I didn't record any commentary when I did this originally. When I did this run here, I never recorded any commentary, so I'm recording this commentary now. And just for this video. So basically that means I gotta yap a bunch and try and yap for the entire video and come up with things to say. But here's how it worked. If you see my inventory, whenever I pause, I have a ton of stamina food in there. I did a duplication glitch and duplicated a whole bunch of Endura carrots. Tons and tons of Endura carrots, to the point where I now hate carrots, never want to see them again. Because it took so long to get this much stamina food and this much Endura carrots. It was a very big endeavor. I know there's faster duplication glitches. I got comments all the time in every single one of these videos I've done where I've needed a lot of stand-up. People telling me, oh, you're doing the slow duplication glitch. There's a faster duplication glitch. Unfortunately for me, this is the only duplication glitch I know is the slower one. I don't know how to do the faster one. I know I could, just look up a tutorial, watch the tutorial, and we'll be jolly, but I just, when I record these videos, I'm like, man, I don't have time to learn a brand new duplication glitch. I'm just gonna do the one I know how to do, because I feel like it would take me longer to learn a new glitch than just do the one I already know. So that's kind of my thought process behind it. And I don't know if who knows if I'll do another challenge where I need a whole bunch of stamina. This might be one of the final challenges where I need a bunch of stamina. So if I do need a bunch of stamina for the future glitch, then maybe I'll definitely have to learn the new faster duplication glitch. But yeah, you need a full inventory of really good stamina food, or Endura carrots. If you cook 5 of them, it will get you a full refill on stamina plus 2 extra stamina wheels. And that's super good. I didn't do that with all of them, because getting 5 carrots for 1 stamina food, that would take forever. So I did just do 1 Endura carrot sometimes, which doesn't give you those 2 extra stamina wheels. It gives you 2/3 of an extra stamina wheel, basically. But yeah, you want to keep sprinting as you're seeing here, and right before I run out of stamina, you are going to want to, as you see here, pause the game, eat another thing, and basically, since the run button is the B button, the B button's also the back out button of the menu, so you just eat it, and then you press and hold the B button, so you do not stop sprinting ever. You're just sprinting the entire time because you're still holding down that sprint button. You never let go of it. Well, you have to let go of it. You hold the sprint button down, and then you pause while you hold that button down. Then you let go of the button when you're in the menu, eat the food, and then press it and keep it held down. And when you press and hold it down, it'll just exit the menu, and you'll still be running. So that works out pretty well. And this does take about 15 minutes to run across the entire map, as you can see, just judging by the time of this video here. This is not sped up at all. This is normal speed. You may see that I am moving quite quickly because I am using the Dark Link armor set. I didn't know. You guys in the comment section of my main video were telling me that there's other armor sets that give Link speed up. But only night speed up. It seems there's only night speed up. There's no armor sets in this game that give you speed up any time of the day. It's only at night. So that is quite unfortunate, which means that's why I'm doing this run at nighttime. But nighttime ends at 4 a.m. As you can see, it's 3:15, so nighttime's almost over already. And I'm going to lose that speed boost that I'm getting from the armor here. And also, another annoying thing about nighttime is the enemies. You see, we have Saw Goblin spawning in, Key spawning in, attacking me. Yiga Clan can spawn in any time of the day, so I guess that's not specific to nighttime. But we also have, if you look at the top left corner, we have this 3 times speed up. I did make it was like a 12-minuter. I know you can make 30-minute buffs with dragon horns. Unfortunately for me, I do not believe I had any in my inventory. I looked for them. Maybe I missed one. But you need dragon horns, and those will get you... You can make buffs of any type of buff that lasts you 30 minutes with the dragon horn. So I was not able to make a 30-minute one, but a 12-minute one was still really good and did most of the job for me, for sure. Now, honestly, the hasty buffs does not help much. I went over this a bit in the full video on my main channel. Like I said, watch that if you want full details on everything. I'm just yapping to fill in time while you guys watch this and go into some details right now and talk about my experience with this. But here's the thing, hasty doesn't really help you. You may be running faster, so you think like, oh, I'm running faster. That means I can run further on a single, stamina wheel. If I do a full stamina wheel, you think I could get further distance just because I'm running faster. But apparently, if you're using a hasty buff, you actually also go through your stamina faster. So you are moving faster, but you also drain stamina faster. So I think the distance you run, look at these horses, dude. These running through that spot, remember? I was like, oh my god, these horses. I do not want them to hit me and stop my run. That was scary right there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if you use the hasty buff, you run the same distance as you would run if you were not using hasty at all. So this does not help me at all with my stamina consumption. It does at least help make this challenge move by a bit faster. That is, running across the entire map takes a long time, so it's good to at least move a bit faster with the hasty buff. So you should be able to make this, do this challenge, complete it without the hasty buff, and you can still like make the same distance basically, but this will just make it go by faster, which is 100% worth it for me because I didn't want to be doing this for too long, especially because I think this was my second attempt actually, or third attempt, I forget, because it took me 5 attempts in my main video. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It took me 5 attempts to get a good run in my main video, but I think this was my second attempt on this day when I recorded this attempt, and I failed one of them. Oh yeah, I failed one of them. Okay, so basically what I did was I made more stamina again, and I was like, let me try and run across the map. And I made more stamina, and guess what? I ran out of stamina before I could make it all the way across the map. So I had to go and make even more stamina food just to pull off this run that you're seeing here. So it was crazy the amount of stamina I needed. the thing is, and it's not that I had the inventory space for it, because I had my entire inventory was full. I could not carry any more meals, so it wasn't like, oh, just make some more stamina food. You know what I had to do? I had to eat my stamina food that was not quite as good. Like you see these ones here that don't fill up, you know, those 2 additional, they don't give you 2 additional full stamina wheels, the yellow ones. They give you like a third of a wheel. So I ate some of those and replaced them with stamina food that gives you the 2 full yellow wheels. That's what I had to do. So it takes a lot of stamina to pull this off, and it was a struggle. But yeah, anything else I gotta talk about? We talked about the armor, talked about getting the stamina food. I got this run. We got 2 minutes left on this hasty. The hasty does not last the entire time. It takes me longer than 2 more minutes to reach the ocean. And I don't know if I took the most optimal route here. Like, there may have been a better route to take that would get me to the ocean faster and more efficiently. But it's really hard. See, this part of the map here, there's a lot of these hills and cliffs that you cannot traverse while sprinting. That's one of the big challenges, is finding the perfect route, because you can't obviously cross water. If you start swimming, you'll lose. If you come up to I'm trying to take a shortcut through the grass right here to conserve stamina instead of following the path. If you run into like a steep hill or a cliff, you'll start climbing. If you fall down a cliff, you'll fall and stop sprinting. You have to sprint. If you do anything that stops you from sprinting, you'll stop sprinting and lose a challenge. That's how it goes. I even accidentally, one of my runs in the main video on my main channel, I like hit a rock. I walked over a rock, and Link stopped like running for a second because he started like to fall, and that ended my run. So there's a lot of things that could end your run. And yeah, I went this way. There was a fork in the road back there we just walked past that leads kind of towards a horse stable, right? And if you follow that path, that also leads to the ocean. But I didn't take that path because getting to the ocean was a little, I felt like it looked like a little longer. I don't know, it may have been really even, may have been really close, but the issue was there wasn't really an easy way to get to the ocean. It was just a bunch of like cliffs and hills. So I was like, okay, that looks risky. I'm just gonna take this because I know there's a path that goes straight to the ocean, this route, which this is the same route I took when I shield surfed across the map. If you guys are new around here, I'm doing this whole thing where I'm trying to cross the map of Hyrule and Tears of the Kingdom in all sorts of ways. We did shield surfing across the map. We did paragliding across the map. We did climbing across the map. What else did we do? Did we do something else? Am I forgetting something? Might be. But we just ran out of stamina food here, so, or not stamina food. Hasty buff, gone. So now we're moving a lot slower. Oh, and I have a question for you guys. Do you know if I'm running up a hill, it obviously slows Link down a bit, a steep hill, you go slower. Does it also make my stamina consume faster? Because in my climbing video, I was told in the comments that climbing on a steep cliff actually consumes your stamina more if it's on a not so steep cliff. You actually don't use your stamina quite as much, so that was new information for me. I learn all sorts of things when I do these challenges. You guys in the comments are always learning me things. But here, look at this, guys. I have 2 more left, and I am so close to the ocean. I'm like, oh my god. Right here, I'm getting like so nervous. I'm starting to sweat. Palms are sweating, knees weak, arms are heavy. And with this, look at this. 1 more stamina food. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And I was so mad because this took me like, I was recording for like an hour trying to get this run done. And just with all that stamina food making. And I came up short. I didn't touch the water. I was so mad when that happened, but I'm like, all right, you know what? Screw it, that counts. I don't care. I got close enough. This counts. I'm not doing this again. We're done. There it is. Anyways, thanks for watching. Go check out the full video on my main channel. Link in the description. Thanks for watching. And listen to me yap.